How's it going, lads? It's the Bald Boomer Biosparks. Finally, we got some good news. The drum meta is finally dead, and hopefully it stays dead. So a few weeks ago, I guess it is now, Blizzard released a blue post where they said that they wanted to, preserve the authenticity of the Sunwell, and this is a reason why they weren't going to change the drums. And finally, just pretty much out of nowhere, they said that they're going to add the Tinnitus debuff, which is a debuff that they added in later expansions, where if someone in your party activated the drums, then basically it puts you in a 2-minute cooldown where you are just unable to benefit from the use of drums if someone else in your party uses it, which again, it's, I honestly think it's a great thing. I've always been pro drum changes pretty much ever since they said it at BlizzCon, because again, like at BlizzCon, they did say, I believe it was Brian Birmingham that said, bringing 25 leatherworkers feels bad. And it's true, like having 5 leatherworkers that choose to be leatherworkers, right, is a far more meaningful choice for these players, right, rather than having a raid leader say, you have to be leatherworking because my raid demands it and we need that DPS increase. So, ultimately, I think this is a much, much better outcome for the game. It will change, I guess, the DPS that's going to be available for raid groups that they can pump out in the Sunwell. But I think what Blizzard may have thought is, players are a lot better now. They're not going to rely on drums as much to get these very hard bosses down in Sunwell. So I guess that's their line of thinking. I mean, again, you can interpret this many different ways. But the main important thing is that with this debuff, the Tinnitus debuff, the drum meta of being in a rotation is finally dead. And again, like I said, it has to stay dead. This is something that I guess a lot of hardcore players may not like, but honestly, like if you think it's fun and engaging to sort of just press one button and be locked in a profession forever just for those raids, I think you have a very perverse way of engaging in fun. And like I said, a lot of people find many different things fun. I get that. But let's be real here. The leatherworking design with the drum meta, it never was good game design. And I guess if you're from a private server and this is what you've been used to, then you're just going to have to adapt to it pretty much. I mean, what else is there left to say? If you thought this was good game design, I think you need to sort of readdress like the sort of aspects of, designing a game and forcing 25 people to be locked into a profession that many of them will not have any other use for other than pressing their drum on a 2-minute rotation. Well, not 2-minute rotation, but whenever it was their turn to activate the drums. It just didn't make sense on any sort of level. Okay, and from an engagement perspective, from a class fantasy perspective, again, having like warriors and paladins wearing plate suddenly choosing to take up a leatherworking profession, it just never made sense. Okay, so anyway, short video today. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I think this is great for the game, and hopefully Blizzard will take this into their stride and hopefully make some more reasonable, sensible changes that will help the TBC Classic be a better player experience overall. But anyway, that's all for today's video. This is the Bald Boomer Biosparks, signing out. Catch you lads next time.